We live in the world of big data, right? We track everything. We know what's being produced, we know what's being consumed. Everything we do in the marketplace, we're being tracked all the time, every time we make a purchase. So the same thing happens in a poultry production plant. They know the number of birds that they receive. They know everything that gets produced. So the first step in the process that we do to help the customers that we do business with is we analyze their data. Not only just the day's production, we're also looking at days of the week, hours of the day. We're looking at weeks of the year. We're looking at seasonality, product needs and consumption change. We analyze the historical order. We also analyze what it means for the way that they produce the product. And then we start to predict what the future will hold. You know, you can always look at the past to figure out where you are today to see where you want to go to the future. So having done that, we finish the data analysis and we take all that and we put it into a functional flow chart to see that it defines all the capacity functions that we need to do in a facility. How you get it from production, from the point of time of receiving, produce the product, how it needs to flow through the facility. And at the same time, we have to look at the property that they've got available as to how we can make that happen. So we go from the development of a functional flow chart to make the definition of a material flow diagram. In the material flow diagram is where we meet with our senior management to define, did we capture what you're looking to do for the volume of the work that needs to be done? Because once you understand the flows and the volumes, you can then start to define the equipment that is required to be able to make it happen. So we go from that process, analyze the data, create a functional flow chart that feeds into a material flow diagram that then we can now make the design of what the facility itself needs to look like. Once we've done that, we're also able then to go back and tell the customer, here's the number of people and the type of people that you have to own and operate this facility to be the most effective in use that you can. By taking their information in and analyzing the data, we can come to a quick solution that they can make quick decisions. The more important part about that decision is we can give them the comfort and the knowledge that they were making that decision and it was minimizing risk. So through the Solutions Group, we get very early involved with what we do with the customer to help them make definition of what they want to do for their facilities.